track 2020 elections on Twitter. The 2020 elections are right around the corner, and it's a great time for journalists and other professionals to build more audience. Fortunately, you can now track 2020 elections on Twitter if you want to keep everyone informed about the recent updates. This opportunity isn't only for the professionals, but individuals can also use it to stay updated with the steps their favorite political party is taking to dominate the opposition. This is the time when supporters of different parties are supporting the narratives of their favorite politicians. If you aren't updated with the latest information, you won't be able to defend your party's narrative. You can't simply rely on news channels because they often fabricate the facts. So, the best way to stay informed is to monitor the regular updates on Twitter. In this article, we'll share a few methods you can use to monitor the 2020 elections through Twitter. The journalists and party works can take advantage of these methods to stay updated with the performance of different politicians. Follow the politicians. Usually, people develop a habit of visiting the profiles of their favorite politicians on a daily basis. Don't you think it's a difficult task and it may take a lot of time? Sometimes, you'd even forget to visit the profiles of a few politicians. You can simply follow the politicians and see their tweets on your timeline. Don't forget to follow the politicians of the opposite political party because it keeps you informed about steps they're taking to improve their performance. It also helps with pointing out the mistakes the opposition party is making. Set the alerts. Following the politicians isn't enough to stay updated with the information. You must set alerts so you may immediately get a notification whenever a politician publishes a tweet. You must also set alerts for the accounts of these politicians so you may get information whenever someone tags them in their tweets. Also, you need to set alerts for the hashtags politicians are using to promote their agenda. Every day, you'd see different hashtags popping up on your screen during the election season. Now, you don't need to follow all the hashtags because most of the hashtags are designed to keep the voters engaged. You must only look for hashtags that are popular among the politicians. These hashtags will keep you informed about the steps these politicians are taking to grow their voters. There is a chance that you'd change your mind if you like a politician's thoughts on Twitter. Follow the TV anchors. The TV anchors keep a sharp eye on the performances of political parties because they have the responsibility of keeping their followers updated about the recent changes. So, following the TV anchors is the ideal way to track 2020 elections on Twitter. This method isn't only useful for the individuals, but the TV anchors can also follow the other professionals from their field to make sure that they don't miss an important update.